What happens if both drivers are at fault in an accident? Determining fault in a car accident can become quite complicated when both drivers share responsibility. If you're in such a situation, understanding how fault is divided is essential, especially for recovering compensation. New York's comparative negligence laws allow drivers to recover damages even if they are partially at fault, but the compensation they receive is reduced based on their share of the blame. In these cases, it's vital to establish fault percentages, which will not only affect the compensation each driver can receive but also their liability for the other party's damages. Legal guidance becomes crucial to ensure the right outcome when facing shared fault in a car accident. Comparative negligence laws in New York operates under a system called pure comparative negligence. This legal framework allows even drivers who are partially responsible for an accident to recover damages. However, the compensation is reduced by the percentage of fault assigned to them. This means, if a driver is found 25% at fault for an accident, their recoverable compensation is reduced by that 25%. This law ensures that even if you bear some responsibility, you still have the right to recover damages. The process of assigning fault is detailed and involves evaluating the actions of each driver, reviewing evidence like traffic footage or witness statements, and sometimes using expert testimony to determine fault percentages. This process is crucial in determining both compensation and liability. How is fault determined in accidents? In a shared fault accident, the way fault is determined has significant consequences. The following steps are typically followed in New York when assigning fault percentages: driver behavior. Were traffic laws violated by either driver? This can include actions like speeding, texting while driving, or driving under the influence. Gathering evidence such as police reports, accident scene photos, and even traffic camera footage are key to establishing what happened. Expert testimony. Sometimes, experts analyze vehicle mechanics, road conditions, or even weather to give a clearer picture of the accident. Fault percentage. All of this evidence helps calculate what percentage of fault each driver holds, which directly influences the compensation amount. A judge or jury will use this evidence to determine the final apportionment of fault. This percentage affects not only the liability but also the amount each driver can receive in compensation. Insurance adjustments and payouts. Once the fault percentage is established, it plays a critical role in how insurance claims are adjusted. Under New York's comparative negligence law, the amount a driver can recover is reduced by their percentage of fault. For example, if you are 25% responsible for the accident and have damages amounting to $10,000, you will only be able to recover $7,500. Personal injury protection, PIP, coverage in New York also plays a role. PIP covers medical expenses and a portion of lost wages, but it doesn't consider fault and is capped by your policy limits. In shared fault accidents, insurance companies often pursue subrogation to recover costs from the other party's insurer, corresponding to the fault percentage of the other driver. However, fault percentages also affect insurance premiums and future coverage. Even if you are partially at fault, your insurance rates could increase, and your eligibility for certain coverage may be affected. Legal strategies for shared fault cases. If both drivers are at fault, legal strategies become even more important. To protect your rights and maximize your compensation, challenging fault determinations and negotiating with insurance companies are key steps. Challenging fault determinations. If you feel the fault percentage assigned to you is unfair, gathering additional evidence, such as securing new witness statements or expert opinions, can help challenge the decision. Negotiating with insurance. It's crucial to understand the strengths of your case during negotiations. Presenting clear evidence and making a strong argument can lead to more favorable settlements. Sometimes, mediation or arbitration might be necessary if negotiations fail, but being prepared to litigate is always a strong option to ensure a fair outcome. It's vital to have an experienced lawyer guide you through these processes, as they will understand the complexities of shared fault cases in New York. When you find yourself in a shared fault accident, understanding how New York's comparative negligence laws impact your case is critical. The legal team at L Sanchez Law Office, PC, is ready to help you navigate these challenges and protect your rights. If you're facing legal disputes over shared fault, reach out to us today. Contact L Sanchez Law Office, PC at 646-701-7990 or visit us at 3763 83rd Street No. 1M, Jackson Heights, New York 11372, United States to discuss your case.